In today's video, I'm going to show you some institutional trading secrets I've been using for years to make a killing in the market. And as you can see, it can easily bring in over $1,000 a day real money. And the crazy thing is, anybody can do it. It's simple. But before I show you how to dramatically transform yourself from a losing trader to a winning trader, we really need to analyze the markets first. Right now, in the next 2 to 3 minutes, you're going to see some stuff you've never seen before, especially if you've never seen this kind of setup before. In the next 2 to 3 minutes, you're going to be wondering what on earth you've been looking at all this time. So watch till the end. So this is my live account. You can see it here. I'm actually going to pause the video in just one moment because what we're actually looking at, very, very interesting. I'm going to focus in here on the footprint. This is actually me trading in real time, okay? No hindsight nonsense, could have done this, could have done that. This is me actually doing stuff. So I'm going to show you basically some stuff here that you really need to be paying attention to. So you can see here, right, slightly different take on things, looking inside some of the more detail than what you may have been used to seeing. So obviously over here, you might be just used to seeing a plain candlestick. You've got your area of interest, right? If you've ever traded before, everyone has their area of interest that they're looking to do business in, which you have over here. How can you make this work for you? How can you earn the sort of returns that I'm talking about, you know, $1,000 a day? Well, you really need to know what's actually going on under the hood, right? Do we know whether to wait for a retracement back to our area of interest? Should we just go with it right now? You can't tell that just looking at that, right? You may as well be trading blind. So let's have a look at some of that information here. Buyers stepped in, right, in this area here. Imagine you bought the market at this price, right, and the market went against you. Are you going to be happy about that? No, you're going to be very sad, right? You're going to be a very sad person. You then step in again. Maybe not you, but some other traders step in size. You can see that here, right? Large amount of contracts bought there. Can you see that on this chart? No, you can't. So again, more buying took place. And what happened? Those buyers took losses, okay? You won't be able to tell that here. Here you can tell exactly how painful this was for buyers. So for me, it's telling me I don't really want to wait for a retracement back to my area of interest. I really need to get into this now. So we're now gonna press play and carry on, and I'll just show you that I do actually enter the market. So you'll see me do that, literally just around 10 seconds. Like I said, really worth watching to the end if you really want to see what's going on in the marketplace. Just about to enter the trade. This was literally today in the S&P 500. And there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the market there. Okay, so you can actually see right there, entered a short contract on my live account around this area below where the buyers were getting burnt. Okay, this information is crucial. You need this information. Never really seen anyone in all my years working in institutions trade without this information. Now let's fast forward, look at one more interesting, really interesting thing. So now the market's played out, right? So let's just hit play, gets really interesting. The market's now played out. You can see my P&L here. So up almost 2,000 on the day now, 2,200, 2,000. Fairly relaxed. What I'm looking at, can you see that? Right, let's just pause it there very quickly. Hopefully I catch that in time. There you go. Can you see 864 contracts now on the buy side? Okay, but lower. So this isn't buyers that have actually bought the market, it's buyers that are interested in buying the market. Again, you tell me, okay? You don't need me to tell you this. Where can you see that information here? Cannot see it. It's there, right in your face, 864 contracts. So very important area, right? All the institutions, institutional players like myself are going to be looking at this. I know this, been doing it for years, so I can categorically tell you, and again, you don't need to take my word for it. Just gonna fast forward it here, let it play out. So this is where I start to get very interested in taking some profits. Almost $3,000, you can see that for yourself on my live account there. this is around the area I will start to take some profits now, because you can see the market move away from that area, right, where we had the interest of 800. You see the market starting to back off a little bit. It's very nervous about pushing lower, so I've taken some profits off the board, banked about 1,500, 1,500 on the day, and yeah, you can see the market is actually starting to print there, so buyers are starting to come in. I think we do get a little bit of a push. There you go, you see that little push come in, but really didn't really go much further, right? You can see buyers are really interested in this area, absorbing a lot of sellers, something I'll talk about on future videos. But there you can see the market really playing out nicely. I'm just going to fast forward it a little bit so you can just see my final exits, which you see there. So I'm just going to pause the video one final time. $3,075. I'll show you on my live trading blotter as well, just for the day, which you can see here. So $3,075, $3,075, which you see on the live account there. And actually on a net basis, so including commissions, average daily gain, so I talked about $1,000 a day, $3,000 a day, obviously particularly high with the recent volatility, $51,500 net of commissions on the month. Every single stat, you know, this is how institutional traders trade. We care about every single statistic. We want to break it down, know what we're doing. Every stat you can see here. Obviously have a look in your own time. So now you know how the pros make $1,000 a day and much more. But in order to get yourself to that level, you really need to make sure you've mastered the basics, because if you don't get those right, this result will never be possible. And it's why you should watch this video next, because I'm going to show you the first thing to master for serious results.